Hey guys, today we're going to be taking a look at the Sentry strap from Neomag. Let's get right into the first 30-second breakdown. That's where in the first 30 seconds, give or take, I gave you guys my exact thoughts on this product before getting into the full review. That way you guys can just stop watching because now you know everything I think about it, or you can continue watching because it does help my channel and the analytics, and you guys can see why I say those things. So the Sentry strap, for those of you that don't know what this is, it's a strap that goes here around your handguard, and it keeps your sling high, tight, and close to your rifle and still accessible. Yes, I know this is a pistol, but for confusion's sake, we're just going to call it a rifle. So the biggest benefit to this is going to be in vehicles. If you want to be able to manipulate your rifle inside of a vehicle and not have your sling hanging up on things, if you want to get some movement, if you need to get out of it, if you're law enforcement, military, or just a civilian that likes to have the rifle in their vehicle, this is a really nice thing to have. A lot of your military guys used to run a lot of things like rubber bands on their stocks to be able to keep things close. This is just an upgraded and better version, basically, of the rubber band. So when you want to deploy this, you just grab right here and you're going to pull, and then that's going to allow you to put on your sling and do what you need to do from there. Now the part that actually holds your sling together has a little magnet here, and that's what keeps it tight to your gun. And when you rip it off, it either will fly over here and just magnetize over here, or it'll flat back and magnetize back down there. So it does just stay out of the way. For those of you that think that maybe this will fly over here and magnetize over here and cause malfunctions, I've ran this for about 6 months to a year, and I have had this fly over here and magnetize here, and it has not caused any malfunctions. So can it? Maybe. But I've never had any kind of malfunctions out of this, and I haven't heard anybody having any either through talking with the Neomag. Let's get right into my relationship with the Neomag. So I did not spend my own money on this. They did send this to me for test, although I did buy another one for my wife after I did test this and realized that I really liked them. So one's on her rifle in her car. So I have 2 of them, and my brother also has one that he's been really enjoying. So thank you to the Neomag for sending this to me, and let's get right into the full review. So a review like this, there's really not a lot to talk about with this. There's a very simple objective that this does, and that's basically hold your sling to your rifle, and I already showed you that it does that really well, and I think it does a good job. Durability-wise, I've had this, like I said, for about 6 months to a year. My wife has one, and my brother has one, so out of those 3, I have not seen any kind of breaking in the strap or any fraying, anything going wrong, anything weakening. So durability has been really good as I've seen. The install for this is really simple. So I'm going to take off my sling here just to show you really quick. So how this works, all you're going to do is pull this off like this, and this does have a stretch to it, so it's not a one-size-fits-all. You can stretch this and fit it to whatever handguard you have. For those of you that have a little bit larger of a handguard, they are making a larger version of this. That might be out already, I'm not sure, but I know they were making one, so that's nice to have options with different things. So you can just put it on here as tight as you would like, wherever you want. You can put it on the top of your handguard, the back of your handguard, on your stock, honestly, wherever it fits and whatever works for you. And then you have this magnet right here, and then a magnet right here, and then that is how it just flips and magnetizes, and then when it flips over here it magnetizes. So really wherever you throw this, it's going to connect with something because your gun is basically all metal all around, so you're going to be able to have this connect to something, so it's not just going to be dangling there in your way. So basically this does exactly what it's supposed to, and it does it really well. There's really no downfalls other than maybe the price. They're $35, so it is a little pricey for just being something that holds your sling. And for those of you that say, hey, you know, I can just do the exact same thing with a rubber band, and that's absolutely true, you can. There's nothing wrong with using a rubber band. If that's what you want to do, throw a rubber band on your gun and go ahead and do it. This is basically just like a rubber band, but better. It has a lot more benefits, and it basically does it in a better way and a quicker way to pull it out. So if you want to use a rubber band, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Go ahead and use it. You're not going to be spending much money. They're easy to replace. But if you want something a little bit more secure and something that is going to do it a little bit better, this is definitely a really good option. I have used other people's products as well that use these. This is another company's. I'm not sure exactly whose it is, but I don't like it. I've tried probably 2 to 3 other companies' sling holders, and I'm not a big fan of them. So this one, you can kind of adjust it to what you want there. You got this plastic piece, and then right here in the middle is where you shove your sling. I don't like it because you got to like jam your sling in here. This one's just so easy. You fold and then put the magnet over and it's done. This one seemed to take a lot more time. Pulling that out and actually deploying the sling wasn't quite as easy, and there's just a lot of excess stuff when you're not using it. So not really a big fan of other people's ones that I've used. I actually used a rubber band for a while previously to using this, and once I got this, I stopped using rubber band because this is, like I said, is superior to the rubber band method. But again, nothing wrong with the rubber band if that's what you want to do. So for those of you that are going to ask, what if you have a gun like the Tavor X95 where it's a lot thicker of a gun? It is possible. You can put it on here. The only thing that I would say is if they're coming out or they already have out the larger version of this, I would go ahead and use that one just because this works, but I would rather see more Velcro connection. So if they have the larger one, get that one instead because it will be a little bit more well-versed for this style of gun. But it does work, and it basically has the same concept. You just take your sling, fold it up, put it right here, and then close it up, and you'd be good to go. Now to install this is really simple. All you're going to do is take this Velcro piece, put it where you want it, which is right here is where I would like it. You're going to flip it over and connect it. And just like that, it's actually onto your gun. So you can put that on your stock, down here, that's a personal preference. So then you're going to lift this magnet up. You're going to take your sling. You're going to hold this taunt from here to here. You're going to take your thumb, place it in here, fold it on itself, and then you're going to hold it like this, bring this down, and then it's going to magnetize, and that's going to keep everything nice and tight. Now, this one's a little bit goofy because it's got this metal piece and this pull string, so it's got a lot going on here. Some of your more thin, streamlined slings are going to lay a lot closer to your gun, and you're not going to have this big chunk, but this is just the sling that I have, and I really like this sling, so I have to make do with what it is. Other than that, this is really simple to do. You can really do it however you want. I mean, honestly, it depends on the person. Maybe you want to have this down here and then bring it down like this and do it, which you can do as well if you want to have it that way. Just completely depends on your personal preference, who you are and what you like. That was just the way I've done it. But deploying it, super simple. You just pull it like that and then you have your sling. So pretty cool little system. So I've never actually folded it this way. I just did it out of the random, and I really like it. I think this is a much better way to fold this. I think it keeps it closer to your gun. So thank you for this random install video. I just found a new way to fold my sling. So is this something I recommend and spend my own money on? Yes, definitely something I recommend. I have recommended it to multiple people, and obviously I have spent my own money on it, and I will continue to purchase more of these as I build more guns that I would want my sling stuck together. So definitely a good little product. I think it works really well, and it serves a really good purpose. One of those things that basically either it works or it doesn't, and it does. So that's nice. If you guys have the money and want to put it towards something like this, I think it's a really good product. And if you guys want to save a little bit of money, you guys can use my code, and that'll save you guys a little bit. Also, Neomag. Really cool company, actually, really innovative. They think of a lot of cool stuff. They actually make the Neomag. If you guys haven't seen these, I have a video review on these, but it's a little piece of metal and it's a magnet that it clips into your pocket. Looks kind of like basically a knife, but you can just take a magnet, or take a magazine, not a magnet, take a magazine and it magnetizes, and there you have an extra mag in your pocket. I use these a lot. I have 4 of these, and I have them for all my family as well because these things are really cool. It's a really quick and easy way to have an extra magazine with you. So if you guys are interested in those, check those out. That code actually works on those as well. So cool company. They're local to me, and I've done some shooting with them. Really cool guys, and they're always willing to help. I met them over at Ohio Range Day in person, and then at SHOT Show as well. So if you guys want to support them, definitely do so. Also, a company that supports me a ton is Howitzer. I really love these guys. They make some great shirts, and they donate 5% of proceeds to charity. I've got my sticker of I Heart Voting on here because I just voted. So definitely get out and vote. It's very important, especially, I mean, it's always important, but this election is also crazy important. So make sure you get out and vote and do your part. If you guys want to help me and the channel and things that I do, here's a couple ways to do that. There's a link down in the description to my website. From there, you can use other links like Brownells, Aero Precision, Cloud Defensive, anything you purchase using my links gives me a small kickback and shows those companies I'm generating traffic and flow, which is always a good thing. It helps me and the channel. There's also Patreon down there. I haven't been able to do a ton with that lately just because of how busy I've been with school and work and the new baby coming. So I'll be doing a lot more with that next year, but there is that option as well. So anything you guys do really helps out, and I appreciate it so much. If not, I really appreciate you guys being here, liking, share, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much. So about this time of the video, I like to go over some of the things on the page, new things that are going on, things that are currently happening, just so if you don't want to watch the whole video and hear me talk about my page and things that are going on, it's at the end and it doesn't bother people that want to watch just the review. And those of you that actually care about the page, which thank you if you do, you can just watch it here at the end. So one of the biggest things that's going on is I am receiving a gun that's basically going to be like a torture test gun. I'm going to be putting any product, say I'm torture testing the Cloud Defensive Owl. It's going to go on that gun. It's going to go through all its paces, whatever I do to it, all on one gun. So it's going to be really beat up. It's going to be kind of fun to have just one gun to have the crap beat out of it. It's going to be kind of cool to see how that gun performs as well through all these tests. But every product that I do a torture test on is going to be put onto that gun first, and then it will be moved to other builds from there. So working on finalizing things with that. Got a couple things coming from some other companies. Got a couple handguns, a couple rifles. The end of the year is going to be very busy. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be at SHOT Show this year. Honestly, I didn't think it was going to happen, but with school and everything, I'm not going to be able to make it. But that's all right. I will miss this year and I will go twice as hard next year and get a lot of content for you guys. So sorry for those of you that were looking forward to the SHOT Show content. I know a lot of you guys really like that, and I try to bust out as many videos as possible just to give you guys all the information about the show and everything coming out new. But unfortunately this year it's just not going to happen. So next year definitely will be there, but I'm going to try to get all those products next year for you guys, test them myself, and get some videos and give you guys some personal info on how these things work. So if there's anything specific that you want to see, shoot a comment down below, shoot me a DM. I do a lot more stuff on Instagram and Facebook. I'm trying to post stories here a little bit more often, so hopefully that helps and you guys enjoy that. Helps kind of keep things a little bit more personable, and you guys can ask questions. Something weird about the stories though on YouTube is I can't respond to comments. So I get a lot of comments on my stories, but I can't actually respond to them. It's really, I can only respond through a video, and I don't want to make an entire video just responding to someone's comment when it's something really simple. So it's kind of annoying. I can't just like on Instagram, where if you ask a question or comment, I can just comment something back and let you know the answer. So if you're asking questions on my stories, I'm sorry I can't answer. It's not allowing me to. It's kind of weird. So I'm not ignoring you. I'm just, it's just not allowing me to. So I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for being here and supporting me in the channel, and we'll see you guys next time.